ladies and gents. It's my afro. Back on the sticks. League play against Illinois.
Everyone to Ashford Stadium, home of the PITT Panthers.
We live, yo.
Squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Illinois' offense will have the opening possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Here's the handoff. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yardage situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw. It's Adams. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush. Coming after the quarterback. And they get him at the 32. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after
See that guy there.
on the interception. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Acker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first name.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him staying going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got him.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw. It's Owens. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Back to pass, it's Adams. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really sputtered out of the game, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charge. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Adams. Took a shot as he threw.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Illinois lining up quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Panthers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're nose-to-nose at the midfield stripe on 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's a heat. A little release to the back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The field goal is no good. Kicker trying to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, but couldn't do it. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now rejoin Kevin with the halftime update. Fellas, you've been calling
I don't know what's going on with that. I couldn't get nothing. Throwing picks.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away.
Let's try this again.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll open the second half on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. He'll blow it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. PITT coming to the line after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the
Dude,
wideout.
stop throwing picks.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Illinois! What a play, not only
That's
the
two
interception, but the great return for the
Oh
score.
my goodness.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose.
That's why I like it. Somebody's playing.
Touchdown.
Thank
always
you,
so
Tyree.
exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. And it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. A big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gives it on the option. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with the completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Grant Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense. I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here.
2 picks. You show me, please. You owe me 2 picks. 2 touchdowns. I can't even talk. Words, right?
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Adams. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the wide out. Soft spot in the middle. Brings into the open. His defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Dropping back, it's Owens. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice move to keep running. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
A little bit surprised, I'm not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bender. And the route is on.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of... They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was sharpest point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Adams. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here to protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great game. Yeah, and I like this offense. Keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Play fake on 1st down, lost to throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Sorry, we have to run up the score.
Was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at 29.
Yeah.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here.
All right, thanks for watching.
Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.
Remember